Hey folks, how's everybody tonight? I am reasonably well. I'm Sean Spence, Ion Provisioner. Welcome back to the channel for a little more Detroit City football. This evening we'll be starting our campaign in the USA's Championship, which is the second division in this four-tier promotion and relegation league in the United States. Again, as always, I usually explain this briefly. This is a save game from Football Manager 2020 that was put together in response to the pandemic and us missing Detroit City on my blog, which is at patreon.com/wordsaboutshapes. I'm Sean Spence. I'm the writer who does that blog, and as part of this, me and my readers did talent evaluations essentially of the Detroit City players, and I created them in the Football Manager database using that. We began in 2019, which is when the game begins, and we ran the table. We won a whole lot of games. We lost one league match, sorry, and we lost one other match. That was to Atlanta United in the U.S. Open Cup. Because we won the second tier trophy, the Chevrolet Shield trophy. We won that, so that was a successful start. So we were champions. We got promoted to the third division. We finished second in the third division last year. Had a little rough patch here early in the season, but then went on a long unbeaten run in the league, and in here is where we started blending in a bunch of talented teenagers, which you'll see this evening. Now, I had originally planned to play the first match of the season here, but I don't know, I couldn't help myself. I played through preseason. Okay, so here's the story of preseason. We're trying to incorporate a whole lot of new people, and we had told quite a few people that they could go. So let's take a look at. So here's who we brought in, and here's who came in and went out in January. This was a surprise. Osiris Lopez, Sporting Kansas City came in for him, and he was somebody I planned to be in the starting rotation this year. But as soon as Kansas City came in for him, he threw all his toys out of his crib. Like, he just did not want to be here. It was not right. He was kicking up a huge fuss, and it was unsettling, guys. So we sold him. It sucks. This is a kid I really had high hopes for, and who I still think is going to be very good. Maybe when we get to Premiership, we'll buy him back again. But we might have better options, because we've got a lot of center backs. Curvin wanted to go. We told him that he wasn't going to get a lot of playing time, and he was amenable to going. So he went back home to Costa Rica, where he's playing for Herediano. Kevin Venegas, likewise. We just have. He's in front of Will Perkins. He's 31 years old. He tore his calf muscle at the end of the season last year. And I can't justify taking minutes from Will Perkins and our 19-year-old Brazilian kid that we brought in at right back. Taking time away from those guys to give it to a guy who's only declining and isn't really, honestly, that much better than Will at this point. Now, there are certain things he does better. We're going to miss his set piece delivery for sure. But he's gone back down a league to Tulsa, and he'll play well there for them. He's only 31, and he has good natural fitness, so he can play another 3-4 years. Musa, Musa is a guy that has played very well for us, but we have other options coming into the team that maybe have just a little bit more, or maybe not. I don't know. I was concerned. He's 22, and Auger came in for him, really kind of out of nowhere. I was just kind of content with having him be one of our top 3 center backs, and where it's kind of Sam Hughes and him and whoever else, right? Sometimes Steve Carroll if we want to experience a whole host of young kids we brought in last July, if not. But Auger came in with a deal where we're gonna. I mean, he only makes $87,000 a year. They're paying us $41,000 a month to loan him for just until summer, and you know, I hope that he comes back to us in having improved just that little bit more, so that he can just claim a starting spot, and we can consider this he just needs to start every game, and I really couldn't do that with some of the other things we got going on the roster here. Now, if he comes back as a clear number one center back, then that all can change. Diego, isn't going to get a whole lot of playing time. We've added talent in midfield. We added quite a bit of talent in midfield. And I asked him what he wanted to do, and he said he wanted to go somewhere on a loan. Tacoma, Eduardo Estrada is a 16-year-old center back / left back, mostly center back. He's not really in our plans. He's got some really decent stuff here, but 8 undecisions, 9 on first touch. That's tough. I mean, maybe we can train him up. But in the meantime, Tacoma thinks that he's going to be a player that of some quality, and they offered us like $300,000. And we're like, all right, we got a lot of center backs, man. What we added, Dawid Pazdan is here largely he thinks of himself as a star player for us, and he, in some ways he kind of is. Like he's, his vision is good, and his mentals are obviously very good. He played very well for Long Island against us, and his contract was running out. So he's in here largely to he'll be a rotation option in the middle, and he's also a mentor. And then here's where it all goes wrong. Alexis Oviedo. This is another kid from Vélez. We have, if you remember, we brought in these two, Franco Vega and Federico Versace from Vélez, and they were both very good and have played very well for us. Alexis this is my attempt to find a deep lying playmaker who can, or someone who can play Cam Lindley's role, but better than Cam. And if you look at him, I mean, Cam Lindley's passing is 12 or 13. His is 15. His vision is 13. I think this kid's 16. 15 decisions, 15 determination, 16. So he's a quick athlete, and he's fairly determined. The scouting report was fairly glowing. When he came in, he asked if I would bring in a friend of his to help him settle in the squad, and I was like, sure. But long story short, Vélez just was not willing to play with us. They did not. And the guys he was looking at, either they wouldn't sell him to us, or they were going to be absolutely terrible. I mean, like wouldn't get playing time in the under 23s, or Vélez just wouldn't sell him to us because they'd sold us 3 teenagers in the last 6 months. So Oviedo said publicly, a week into being here, having not played, he's just now coming back to fitness. He's been hurt the whole time he's been here. He came here with a groin strain. He's not even fit yet when he goes to the press and says that I have broken promises to him and that he will never trust me. Okay. I mean, wow. That's great. The thing I noticed about this kid, he's 17, his mental stats are really, really good. And, while he's not a plus athlete, he's not, horrible. I mean, he's going to be a backup right back, but he's also a guy that, as long as he's on the under 23s, he's going to be one of the leaders. So that's cool. We need leaders. So let's look at where we are. Oh yes, this is the thing. I kind of got lost in that. So we're trying to bed people in. We got really thoroughly beaten by Atlanta. I mean, okay, yeah, the possession was nearly even, the shots were even, they scored with almost every shot they had that was on goal. Their chances were like artfully crafted, and Then we played Lansing. Came out and gave up a goal right away. The Stephen Carroll, Alejandro Gomez. That started like kind of me not giving Stephen time. Although he and Alejandro started this game as well, and a game in which we gave up 2 goals to Dayton in the first 30 minutes. Not good. We started 3 at the back. It didn't look good. I challenged them at halftime to get after to win the match. We had drawn it by then. We did go out and win the match and really controlled it in the second half, but frustrating. And then we played Westchester Flames, featuring our good friend Diego Casillas, who had just gotten loaned over there, and we just that was kind of standard issue cruise. Here's what I want to show you now, which is so I was really, I kind of wasn't paying attention to, I thought that there was more to preseason than there was. So this is our first match in the championship, and we played Indy 11 in the previous 2 preseasons. I think that's kind of part of what played into it. But then the match kicks off, and it's like, wait, the stands are like almost completely full. We're in the middle. We're expanding the stadium right now, so the actual capacity is 6,510 right now. So there was only 21 seats not filled for this match, and I think we're just gonna watch the highlights together, if you don't mind. The thing to realize is Infinity had a thigh strain, so he couldn't start. Nate started and pitched a shutout. Here's our first goal. Matthews to Lindley, back to Perkins on that right side. Lay job. Yeah, that's Federico Versace. That's the 18-year-old from Velez, one of them. Sean Lawson has strained knee ligaments. Got hurt right away in the first friendly and is out for another month or so. And when he comes back, he might get, might be Wally Pipp time for him, because Versace, the 18-year-old, has looked phenomenal. He was man of the match in this match. This is one of the very rare attacks for them. That might have been their only shot on goal. Juninho playing for Indy 11 now. So that's pretty simple. Dennis Furthaler just hanging it up there, and Yazid banging it in. The other thing I want to point out is not only did we start Sam Hughes, but we started Borja Francisco. So our center backs were 6'4" and 6'6" in this match. And I'm hard-pressed not to just keep that together, because not only did they keep a clean sheet, but they were also, so there's Versace with the assist to Dennis Furthaler. At this point, it's 3-0. I think we're in the 41st minute, and we're going to make it 4-0 before halftime here. Oh, no, we aren't. So, really hadn't played Borja Francisco a whole lot. And, I think part of why is because his heading is only 9, and that makes me nervous for a center back. But, heading is your ability to kind of direct the ball, not get to it. His jumping reach is like 16, because he's 6'6". Yeah, that's Franco Vega. So that's the other Argentinian teenager we bought from Velez. the two that aren't throwing a fit that came here in July. The one who's throwing a fit will probably play this evening at some point. So it's 4-0. I mean, you know, can you imagine this? It's heavy snow. At least it stopped snowing. You know, it was really snowing hard a lot of the first half. And, you know, the Keyworth is packed and pulsating. And we got Indy 11 in for a league match. Like, we're in the same league with them now. And we just, like, destroy them. There's Versace and Perkins and Matthews, yeah. Bing, bang, boom. I mean, I can't imagine how, like, I would, if this were real life and I was in the Keyworth stands, I'd begin to suspect that maybe somebody had dosed me. Because this is beyond belief. I don't know what this long highlight is. I don't remember. There's Borja. Oh, this will be. I think this is nice. I think this is where Francisco plays a first-time ball. No, this isn't that. Did that already happen? There was one point in the match where Borja Francisco. Yeah, I missed it. Somebody played a really kind of a tough ball to him, and instead of settle it, he just he volleyed it out to the wing perfectly. It was really super impressive for your Man Mountain center back. Wow, holy shit! So tonight's first match will be Hartford away. This will be at Dillon Stadium in Hartford, Connecticut. Sleet and 33 degrees. Another beautiful night for football. Okay. I did change my skin recently since last time. You know what? I'm gonna go with Francisco again. I mean, maybe this is like a legendary partnership that's just in the beginning. The one change I did make in midfield, I rotated Vega out and Bakey Goodman in. I don't want the kids to start feeling like they're owed this. The other change I'm going to make, I think. Yeah. The other change I'm going to make is this. I'm going to switch us. Another thing I like to do is to constantly change a little bit the look we're giving people. And so last match we had Lay as a defensive midfielder and no attacking mid. This time we're coming out attacking, but we're lining up a little more. That's going to make our pressing a little more effective, I think. But it's not going to change our overall posture that much. Yep, I know. Everybody's lacking in match fitness except the guys that started last match. It's really, really tough. Like this very short preseasons we have to get everybody fit. Okay, so your starters for Detroit City tonight. It's Owen Finnerty in goal, a back line of Tendai Jarira, Borja Francisco, Sam Hughes, and Will Perkins. Cam Lindley and Bakey Goodman, as usual, is the duo in midfield, and an attacking band of Dennis Furthaler, Dawid Pazdan, and Federico Versace. Yazid Matthews starts up top. The bench will be Nate Steinwasher, Nathan, Cyrus Sadie, can't read these, Max Todd, Stephen Carroll, Lejop, Jorge Avriasco, Alejandro Gomez, and Franco Vega. Let's see. Hartford drew their first match, which was just 3 days ago, so they might be a bit tired. That's the other reason I'm kind of rotating. I want to keep that advantage over them. So I carry straight on from where you left off. Wow. Okay. No one's that excited about that. Interesting. Detroit City football, everybody. All right, first highlight of the match, 6 minutes in. Tendai plays a free kick to Cam Lindley, who just kind of holds the ball. Borja Francisco sprays the ball out to Dennis Furthaler in the left wing, and it's blocked out for a corner. Detroit City corner. Mistaking this one. Cam Lindley? Yeah, it should be Cam Lindley. Lindley with the corner. Not a great one, a little deeper than he wanted it, I think. Headed half cleared. Pazdan settles it down, but immediately gets the ball tackled out from his feet. What? That was crap. That foul call was crap. Okay, I'm just going to say that. 9 minutes now. Hughes to Bakey, back to Cam. Cam to Daweed. Pazdan. Pazdan taking a lot of touches just to edge forward. Finds Furthaler. Now Lindley. Pazdan. Big sweeping ball out to Versace on the wing. Versace runs it down. Telegraphs across, and it's blocked out for yet another corner. Here's Furthaler. City should be dangerous on these. Furthaler's corner is a good one. Looks like Matthews is running near post, but it's cleared halfway. Lindley sprays it back out to Furthaler. Here's Goodman. Through ball for Versace, but he can't quite run it down. It was a good idea, but the pass wasn't quite there. Now Dixon, DeWitt, Rotella cross in. Hughes heads it clear, but we can't win the second ball, and Hartford resets. Spray it out to the right. Haha, offside. Lovely. 11th minute. There's Tendai Jarira, kind of meandering infield. Finally just gives the ball to Cam Lindley, who finds Bakey. And Bakey sprays the ball out to Versace on the right wing. Versace holds and now gives up to Will Perkins with some space. Will steps past one man. Finally has the ball tackled out as he tries to dance along the end line for another corner. 12th minute. I think it's the third or fourth corner for Detroit City already. Here's Furthaler's offering. Kind of hangs up, and Hartford's keeper, Leone, snatches it. Snatches it. Okay. Lindley to Furthaler. Goes to his weak foot, and the cross kind of takes everybody by surprise. Versace can get his head on it, but can't really do much with it. It goes right to the keeper. Looks like there's another offside. Here's Tendai. Now Yazid likes to play with his back to the goal like that. Find Dreer on the overlap. Tendai cuts infield. Tries to cross. It's kind of a little short. And Versace, Goodman headed it down for Versace, and he lashed a shot, but it was well high. 24th minute. Detroit City been the better side so far, but oh, Francisco is turned horribly by Ruman. Finnerty cleans it up with a good save, but that was rough for the Titanic Spanish center back. Hartford corner is a good one. Just scrambled clear by Detroit City. And now it's a City throw in the 26th minute. Cam Lindley, big switch of play. Oh! Alessandro, the Hartford right back, fluffs his clearance. It falls to Yazid Matthews, who looked like he was planning for it, like just pounded it into the back of the net. What a goal from Yazid Matthews, his third already on the season in less than 3 halves of football. City quickly win the ball back and start passing among themselves. And here's a free kick for Furthaler. Oh, 29th minute. Just curls a little too much. Can't quite sneak inside that near post. Lindley. Borja. Furthaler just gets there, baits the guy into running at him, and gives it back to Tendai. Tendai's cross is flat and pretty solid, but nobody was alive to it. Versace runs it down. And his cross is a good one, too. Pazdan heads it on goal, and Leone cleans up the mess. I think he was trying to head it to Matthews, but it was a little wayward. Still 1-0 Detroit City as halftime looms here. And that's it, halftime. Detroit City 1, Hartford 0 in Hartford, Connecticut. Yeah, okay, so wow. That's a good half of football. Sorry. I am not a multitasker. As anyone who has ever tuned into my stream can tell you, I am not a multitasker. As soon as I start doing something, I've stopped talking. Okay. All right, so we're gonna guard against complacency. Cool. I don't really need to change a whole lot. What I am going to change a little bit is our tempo. Oh, no. I wonder why Tendai kept cutting in field. Like, what is he doing? I apparently clicked on that at some point. Not great. One thing that I'm playing for set pieces largely because if you look at the stats, we really have dominated the ball, nearly 70% possession. We're completing way more passes than they're attempting. What usually happens is they start getting frustrated and the fouls will start piling up. And so I'm telling the guys, like, don't be afraid to just, if they kick you, fall over. It's fine. So, unchanged lineup as we kick off the second half. With Borja and Sam just passing it between each other. Lindley, Goodman, Versace. Yeah, we're getting the Olays in early here. Versace, little stop and start move. Cross is a good one. And Train has to head it back for a corner to avoid Matthews getting his 4th goal of the season. Furthaler tries the big rainbow cross to the back post, but Leone's on it and just plucks it out of the air. We really are keeping the ball well here. Oh, through ball for Matthews. Oh, sharply angled shot. Really a good attempt from a difficult angle. Fairly easy to save in the end, but that was a lovely ball. I'm not sure who passed that. Was that Lindley? The guy I'm constantly trying to replace. Look, he's very important for us. Sam Hughes. Yeah, we're very good at set pieces. Sam Hughes is 6'4", and he's good in the air. One nice thing, we went from 5 subs last year to 9 this year, which is just amazing. Like, wow, okay. This feels really great. Need to get Cam Lindley out. And probably Dawid Pazdan. So we're gonna make some. Okay. Now I am going to have to, because I can't get into the shape. I can't get into the shape until the subs are made. So these subs are about nothing other than making sure we hold on to this lead, right? And don't get people hurt. We're going to put Lay in there. And who else is tired? Okay. The difficulty is if I make a sub now, I won't have the ability to react, and we're only up 2 goals. So I'm gonna confirm what we got and go with it. I would like to get Alejandro Gomez some minutes today, but Franco Vega winning that ball in the corner, that's nice. I'm not going to risk losing a match we're winning 2-0 on the road to see that through. At this point in the championship, we've scored. Oh, wow! Was he trying that? Who was that? I don't know who took that corner, but it looked like he was going for the Olympico there. Lejop, Francisco. I mean, he's looked good, right? Except for that one shit the pants moment. Passing is good. There's another deep corner. Those just don't seem to be working. I have Sam Hughes at the far post, I think, and Zeed at the near post, and then Borja is supposed to be just marking the keeper, like just kind of getting in the way, because he's not great at heading the ball. So it's like, well, get your big ass in the way. Yeah, I don't know. See how it works over time. It seems to be producing decent chances anyway. There's the ball to Lejop, Franco Vega, Denny Umlaut. He's not I mean, there is a big difference between 4th division and 2nd division football. And Denny Umlaut is a good demonstration of that, because, he was, in the 4th division, was an absolute scorcher, just beating guys for fun, beating 2 and 3 guys, like just really, like, as the English would say, taking the piss constantly. Okay, we're gonna. I just want to make sure that Versace doesn't get red carded here. This will give us this is a time-killing sub. Owen just, I guess he figured, like, well, either that's in or it's not, and I'm not doing much about it either way. Interesting approach for a keeper. Que sera, sera. I don't know. Try stuff, I guess. Riasco just tackling his ass off out there on the right wing. Trying to figure out what to do with Djorkaeff Riasco. Like he came in and he's kind of, I don't know, he's played well in little spurts. He famously got 2 goals in the final game last. God. Yeah. Rubio Ruben. That dude's not bad. And that's the second time that Ruben has just absolutely, like, lit Francisco on fire. So maybe we're about to see some Alejandro Gomez next match. Yes, Djorkaeff. Okay, well, I mean, this is a good example of a guy making the most of a very short sub appearance. He's been on for 4 minutes. He's won the ball 2 or 3 times, and he just drew a foul, like a frustration foul from Alessandro. Furthaler with a free kick. Speaking of guys that should have subbed, probably Dennis Furthaler. It's going to be... Okay, 3 minutes stoppage time left. I mean, we still have time to blow this and drop 2 points, which I really don't want to do. Wow. Perkins heading back across goal. Tendai there to clean it up. That was a little crazy. Will, what you doing? This is where I wish instead of Versace coming off, I had subbed Nathan for Perkins. Tendai with a series of personal battles here. That really is like, this is an example of the game being very similar, like the players in the game being similar to the players in real life, because Tendai just relishes those like one-on-one, like, you know, combats for the ball. Like, he loves that shit. And he's very good at it. He's got very quick feet. He's super competitive. All right, let's finish this thing off. Furthaler, Vega. Man, there we go. Okay, so went on the road, gave up a goal, but, I mean, 72% possession. We dominated that game. Again, frustrated by the feedback. Oh, I think it's probably, I told them to tighten up at the end of the match. That's probably what they're pissed off about. Okay, happy days. Everybody like this skin? It's a little more flamboyant than the other skin. Yeah, we had to pay $1.5 million because he's played 10 games for us. Yeah, Daweed Pazdan, good for you. So, I mean, you know, we're only 2 games in, obviously. So, you know, we're not, this is full of the advice of, but this is interesting. So, the season preview is the AI, like, media opinion. And they say that they think we're going to finish about 8th. Which, okay. I mean, Portland spent, I don't know, a whole lot of money. This, yeah. Portland spent $40 million this offseason. So they're in a very different, like, world than us. You know, buying Gyro, Reidewald, Dutch left back, I guess, or center back, you know. But I mean, look at this, like, holy shit, man. So yeah, they're favored to walk the league. Now here's the thing that I always remind people when they're like, oh no, this team is so amazing. Like, yeah, okay, they can be as amazing as they need to be. However amazing they want to be, that's great. They're that amazing. But we only have to play them twice. You know, and we only have to get results against them maybe once. Like, they can, you know, if we go to their place and they beat us 8-0, all right. I mean, what are we worried about goal difference? As long as we come back to our place and get a result, and you got to feel like we've got a team that has a puncher's chance against anybody if we play well. All right, let's see. This is the kid that has gotten a lot of attention. Tyler Siegfried. He's played 3 under 20 games for the U.S. He scored 3 goals. He just turned 17. Um, he's pretty good. However, we have this kid coming in July, who, I think is better. So I'm not like, and this kid is just a pure finisher, like just a fox in the box, off the ball. I mean, he's good. So. One of the things, if you play Football Manager, one of the things I recommend, especially early in the season, let me just kind of, here's your Sean's Football Manager tip of the day. You'll see that there's a ton of schedule or fixture congestion in here. We're travel, recovery, the day is broken up into 3 parts that you can train, like morning, afternoon, evening. Evening you can't use that often or your players will get upset. But we don't push it that much. And if we do anything in the evening, it's usually low impact. It'll be like, team bonding or match review. The thing I want to point out is this right here, match review. When the AI sets up your training schedule, it generally does everything really fairly well. And I will, a lot of times like this, I'll just I'll take what they suggest, but the other thing I do is I go in and I find the first space I can after each match and add a match review, because the AI will never pick match review. And here's what match review does. It increases everyone's tactical familiarity, and it increases team cohesion. And if you notice here, it doesn't say condition has changed or anything like that. It's just positive. It's free positive stuff. So if you read my blog, we talk about the Meg mix, the nutmeg mix. That's match review. That's what match review is. Okay, so we're really getting the matches thick and fast here. Let's go back to the Jop, Vega, Lindley formation, but we're going to go with Alejandro Gomez alongside. Anybody else need a rest? Tendai, probably. Will Perkins, probably. So let's go. Again, this is post-rock concentration mix. Okay, so I'm going to set. I don't like having a keeper on the bench. Just feels like a waste. I want to throw this Oviedo in. I want to make him play. But he's so not ready that he's going to have to kind of just wait his turn a little bit. And Roddy. I hear you, Michael. I hear you saying, Roddy, need to get Roddy in there. I do need to get Roddy in there. You are right. So that's what I'm gonna do. Kevin Oliveira. I need to give him more time. I need to give everybody more time. I need more time. I need more minutes on the field for people. That would be great. Okay, so we're gonna change this around a little bit. I just realized Dennis needs a rest. Yep. Okay. Okay, so who is out on the outs here? Tendai. I don't have another left back in there, do I? This thing will, like, it'll put like 3 left backs in there, you know, or 3, you know, 3 left backs, no right backs or whatever. Like, it does not balance the team that you're putting together at all, and it's really, really frustrating. And it's hard for me to believe that that's the best they can do. Like, really, this is as good as it gets from you guys. Like, okay, so we're gonna start with Cyrus. I'm gonna put Dawid Pazdan on the bench. Now, if we were just kind of a note on how I play Football Manager, I don't typically tailor the tactics to a particular opponent unless it's a really big match, unless it's like a situation where, like, oh, okay, we've got to beat these guys or we're not going to be in the race for the league anymore, or if I've previously played them and had some kind of like technical issue with them, like where we tried to do this against them that we do against everyone, and it just doesn't work against them because they do this, So for those teams that I've kind of made that kind of connection where I know what the problems they're likely to cause us, but mostly I focus on keeping our shape and our sense of what we're trying to do as potent as possible. We're going to play a very high line. We're going to get stuck in this match. We're against North Carolina. It's at home. Let's focus play through the middle. Well, yeah. Everyone's in the middle. There's 10 outfield players, and 8 of them are in the middle. We're going to focus play through the middle, guys. I don't know if that's news. Judah Byrne is another striker. I think he's somebody we're going to sell in a couple years for some money. But man, he just can't finish. It's really frustrating. And he's got really good mentals. Like, got a ton of flair. He's super brave and aggressive, and he'll really go after things. He's fit and but he just he can't play football, which is an issue. Player fitness concerns. All the players you're replacing are not fit because they're not playing. Well, no shit. That's how that works. Max would be getting a lot more time if he hadn't looked like really, Max, if you're listening, I love you, brother. But man, at the end of last year, the last 8-9 appearances, he was just hot garbage. He just really, it's just a long succession of 6 out of 10. Can't remember what he did. Did he play? I think he played. Ooh. Pulled knee ligaments. That, nothing fucks up the potential of a young player like getting injuries. Injuries can really derail a career, obviously, I guess. So I guess he went out there and scored before he got hurt. Which, okay, good for you. Our under 23s. They dominated their league last year, and it looks like they're potentially going to do the same this year, although we're really up against, now we're starting to run into the under 23s of full-blown MLS academies, and so if we can still beat them, we can still kind of handle them, that's a good sign. I do notice that Alexis Oviedo was in that. See, he's just not even trying. And he's here for a while. Yeah, he's got a 3-year deal. Okay. Well, that went well. I was going to just not say anything to him because, you know, so far every time I've talked to him, he's thrown all his toys out of the pram, and it's really frustrating. Like, oh man, come on. You know what? I'm not starting Max Todd. I'm starting Dominic Riasco because he played really well in that last match. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Second match of the night. Second match of I don't know how many. I'm just gonna play until the caffeine wears off, and I gotta go to sleep. I do have to wake up. My wife has to work tomorrow unexpectedly, so I have to wake up in the morning and make her lunch before she leaves. So I can't go until like 3 or anything. So. Oh, U.S. Open Cup is already starting. That's cool. Is that what this is? No. Are we playing an Open Cup match? I don't even know. No. Okay. Oh, we don't go into the cup until the second round? Wow. We're not worthy. Cool. Okay, that's what I thought. I'm like, North Carolina, they're in our league, right? But maybe we drew them and I just forgot. Let's get into it. Okay. Anyone see anything pressing we need to change? I hope not. Because I don't really have any way for you to tell me. Unless is the chat working? I don't know why. I've been looking at the chat on my phone, and I don't see anything that Michael has typed. And I just kind of alt-tabbed over on the main computer. And I saw that. I don't think he is the real Oviedo, the Real Oviedo, since he's. Versace. Yeah, Versace is. If he were real, we would be loving on him, because. I mean, I think he's probably is real. I don't know, maybe he's a regen. I'm not sure. Oh, Tyler Siegfried. I still have him on the bench. Oh, this is what happens when you filter unavailables out. You can't see you still got somebody on the bench that can't play. Yeah, Oviedo. Okay. Yeah, everybody's tired because we just played and it's early in the season. Here we go. So it's going to be freezing cold again. This is it's like Football Manager is really trying to reach out to the people who think that winter football in North America is just badass. 'Cause it's like the conditions have been pretty horrible so far. And I'm not sure how our diamond is going to stand up to these conditions, but we're about to find out. You know what? I'm going to have Ramon do this. Okay. I think we need some Jesus juice in here. Jesus juice is a term I got from Loki Doki, who is a Football Manager YouTuber I follow. So he calls giving them the "I have faith in you" speech, giving them some Jesus juice. All right, here we go. North Carolina kicks off, and we are underway. Oh, Juan Pablo, come on. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Wow. Sorry, Tendai. I thought you'd have a bit of a day to chill, but not so much, it turns out. Okay, so we're going to go balanced. Okay. There's nothing quite like a red card 70 seconds into a match to fuck shit up for you. Aye, aye, aye. All right, so we were at home. We're just going to try to be canny here. Nathan with a nice stop and start there. He is, as we talked about a lot last session, he's an enormous right back. He's 6'4". Ooh, Barry's hurt. Haji Barry just laying down on the pitch. Yeah, Nathan. Franco Vega, Nathan, Vega. Ooh, that was fancy. Jop, Lindley. Oh, just wide. Just wide. 13 minutes. Now we're going to have to be really canny here. There's no reason we can't get 3 points. I think we are a better team than this team. But, I mean, it's going to mean that we need to really concentrate and be good. And Cam Lindley's hurt. Okay. I seriously don't have Bakey on the bench. How did I do that? Oh, I'm just the dumbest person. Okay. How to handle this? I think what I'm going to do. No. We're going to see if Weiner Baby can play. I'm not going to focus play anywhere. Okay, so 20 minutes in, we've had a red card and an injury to a crucial player. Super fun. Is this thing on? Franco Vega looping corner. Cleared and run down and then re-cleared. Yeah. This will be a free kick from Al-Badwi, 28th minute. And North Carolina not creating anything here. I mean, we aren't really either. But that's to be expected. Here's Oviedo. Back post on the free kick. Over everyone. Matthews runs it down. Turns and crosses. That's beautiful. I don't know if Lay was on side. Wow. That's just knowing each other. You know, Yazid didn't even look, just kind of was like turning and crossing in desperation. And there was Rouge to knock it home. And now we really need to, you know, like take it easy. It's nice from Lay. Just waiting for a long touch and running it down rather than having to body the guy. Nathan wins that fight for the ball. Finds Djorkaeff. Rolls it to Oviedo. Oviedo shot on goal. Not a bad one. Not bad transition there. Oh, Hughes. He does that a lot. Look at the cover work from Gomez there. That's why I wanted to pair him and Hughes up. He's a quick cover back. Hughes made the mistake, which he does occasionally. He's prone to doing some crazy stuff. And Alejandro covered it fairly easily. Just ran the guy down. It's interesting. You know, they seem content to try like desperation volleys from 22 yards. That's kind of the shots they're looking for apparently. Here's Oviedo, not a tremendous defensive midfielder. He's a creator. Oh dear, Hughes with a terrible defensive header, but Nathan covers it immediately, and Hughes clears. Nathan can really cover ground. Look at that. Out of position, ran it down. Tendai with a pretty decent tackle, but why is he laying down for a tackle? 30 seconds before stoppage time, or for halftime. Okay. So it turns out it was a really good idea to start Rouge because he is absolutely the man for this match. He's just a tackling machine. He can run all day, and he scored the goal. So, yeah, way to go, Lay. So I only have one sub left, right? I have two. I have two. No, I have one. So I'm going to save it. But I'm considering putting if Tendai is still looking a little bit shaky, putting Dennis Furthaler in there. Right. There's me forgetting I'm running a Twitch channel and not just like playing Football Manager. Just sat there completely silent as I thought through like, what do I want to say to these guys? I guess I should probably explain myself. Zed out to Tendai. Boys playing, you know, I'm hoping that they play kind of cautiously and look for little probing chances like that. this is a great example of a match where I'd love to be able to put in like Tyler Siegfried and see what he can do in this situation. Big deep cross, and Sam Hughes that's bread and butter to him. It's a good pullback, but we had the position there, and he was offside anyway. Tendai with a nice little chest trap, and then a through ball to Yazid Matthews. Took a sliding tackle to keep that chance under control. There's Franco Vega's corner. Decent, but Yazid was pushing and shoving. '52nd minute. There's Vega trying to win the ball in the City right wing. Smart, my man. Lejop. Tendai. Good shot on goal. It's takes a save. Kind of glances, almost like a hockey save, like it hit off his shin pads. Whoa, he comes for it, can't collect it. Winds up tipping it wide, and they just hack it clear. But it may turn out well for them. Abdelwai runs it down, but oh, okay, Lejop just makes easy work of that. Calmly strokes it away. Now here's Vega and feeding Matthews. And Matthews tries to go back post, can't quite get there. The save is made. It's hacked clear, and Tendai runs it down. Which team is up a man again? It's hard to kind of tell right now. This is maybe where I regret saying that, because all of a sudden they have odd number break on us. But Lejop, what a hero. Oviedo, that's what he's here to do, is spray beautiful passes forward. And he is doing it, finds Vega. He finds Matthews cutting in. Because he was just offside. I mean, we're controlling this match right now. We need to score another goal during this period of control, though, because you have to figure they're going to turn it up a notch and bang a couple chances on goal. It'd be really great to have a cushion. Vega spraying it out to Nathan on the right wing. Matthews backpedaling madly, trying to get it under that. Eventually does, but can't get anywhere close to getting his head on top of it. Pops it over. Yeah, they're trying to go after Tendai right now, which, you know, understandable. He's got a yellow card. We had a red card from that position already. I mean, there's our second left back of the game dismissed. That would make it very difficult for us. I thought Vega was going to try some kind of crazy volley there, because he's done things like that before. One of the things when the players have better technical skills, like these younger players are, they'll do things you haven't seen players do. You know, scissor kick volleys and crazy shit like that. Nathan was offside. Okay. That's right. That's right. We're bringing on Stephen Carroll to put this thing on ice. That's my hope, anyway. God. Yeah, Valo's hurt. Oh, they're just down a man now. They've used all their subs. So Valo's out. Now we're 10 on 10. Until Vega gets red carded for that. Yikes. Franco, what you doing? Take it easy. There's our 18-year-old Mexican center back, Alejandro Gomez, with a beautiful clearing header. And Yazid's second touch gets away from him a little bit. The keeper's able to scoop it up. Now that they don't have an extra man, our pressure is making them turn and pass the ball straight out for a corner, which is, wow. We're not trying that hard, guys. Roll it back to Finnerty. I mean, encourage the lads. Oh, Portland. Maybe going to drop points. I guess they were losing. They just got the goal. Hughes going for the predatory header there, but so you can see them switching their formation around to try to put guys in different positions. 86th minute. Oh, Leijop. Can he finish? No. Not a finisher. I was really interested to see what was going to happen there. Still 1-0, 87th minute. Blocked out for a corner. Come on, boys. Let's finish this. Al-Badwi. Pretty decent free kick, but Gomez heads it half clear. And North Carolina resets. And Edwards is offside. It's beautiful. Al-Badwi, another free kick. Oh, that was dangerous. Kind of a comb-over header, just a little high. Stephen Carroll, I'm glad to be able to give him some time here. Our vice captain. Oh, wow, that's nice. Here's Nathan. What? Why did he clear it for a corner? Why? That terrified of us. Abdoulaye Diop taking the corner. You know, we're kind of down to just like, well, whatever. When that's the case. Oh my God, how did this happen? Nathan! What a hero! That was insane. I can't say anything to my players because it's been less than 10 minutes. And if you can only talk to your players every 10 minutes in this world. That makes sense. Wow. North Carolina pressing us hard here and making it difficult to close this game out. A lot of, we have seen a lot of matches where even with a 1-goal lead, the other team is just basically capitulated by this point. Oh, Yazid. Yazid could have had a hat trick today. I mean, if he puts any lift on that, that's a goal. And the game's done and dusted. Now we're still sweating this. 93rd minute. Leijop apparently is our number 5 corner taker or something from that side, because it's the second one in a row he's taken. I was kind of surprised. There's Leijop, Oviedo, Franco Vega. Franco Vega. Oviedo. Yeah. He is not a large man, the Oviedo kid. He's, 138 pounds or something like that. So he's not going to, battle for the ball like a Leijop would, or even Franco Vega, for that matter. Bocanegra just stomping on Stephen Carroll. What a dick! Stephen Carroll in no hurry. So he just sort of lobs it forward. And that's it. 1-0 to the City, and we are 3 for 3 this season. That's a good win. Leijop, the man of the match, no surprise there. I mean, yeah, he got the goal, but he got so much more. Let's look at his stats. 90% passing, 4 key passes, 4. Vega had 2. Oviedo had 2 in 27 minutes. Wow. But I mean, you can look at his numbers and go, okay, he's going to. The only problem he has is that he's a tiny, tiny little guy. So he'll get bulked up. Frankly, I've made a lot of the fact that he's the saddest boy ever, but I've had this happen before. Players come in, they get a little pissed off. You just kind of, you tell them you're hearing them, but you don't worry about it too much. And yeah, I mean, especially when the team is winning, it's kind of got an irresistible lift to it. For most people, they can't stay angry. So okay, there's 4 perfect teams still in the Cam is out 3 to 6 weeks. Okay. Well, Seguedas, yeah. I'm going to say, Lay, you were really great. Yeah. I don't really know what the difference is there. Like, if you say, like, is he going to be more defensive now because I praised his defensive work? Or I just try to be honest about what I'd actually praise him about. Like, okay, well, I mean, yeah, you got the goal, but that's not, that's not why. I don't care about that. Who is this guy? Celaya, huh? Ngati Aguirre. Yeah, okay. Right. So we got 2 matches in. We're only... Yeah, in case I did just start getting updates on the chat through my phone, which is how I usually follow the chat. I'll just occasionally pick up my phone. I did just start getting them. So good stuff. So far, Detroit City, first place. We are the Sean Mann. Here's what he asks of me this year is to avoid relegation. So far, so good. We are in the middle of expanding the ground. That's got another 9 days. And then we will have capacity of like 8,300, I think. The youth facilities, that was $3.4 million to keep them at the very top level. But, hey. Fixture changes. Yeah, okay. You can micromanage every single bit of these things. I just don't, because it's not interesting, and it doesn't repay, in my opinion, your attention. It's not like if you mess around with the training schedule, suddenly everybody's just like improving by leaps and bounds. Like it doesn't make that much of a difference. The only thing I can say is that if you are someone who is trying to, like you're trying to define a certain style, and you want to you want to do lots of technical training or whatever, like you're gonna need to get in there and get your hands dirty with that, and change what's actually being trained, because they've got a kind of a template that they're going to follow. And even if you even the most if you say I want to do a technical training and on this tiki-taka formation, they'll still throw in a lot of kind of baseline stuff, and you don't always need that baseline stuff, especially early in the season. I'll kind of let that go, but later in the season, once you've kind of got all your all the cohesion is taken care of, and everybody's feeling good about the way we're playing and how everybody knows what their role, all that kind of stuff. Then let's see what this suggests here. Yeah, okay. That looks pretty good to me. Cyrus saying no to Oviedo because okay, let's take him off the available for the where are you, Nathan? You are here. Okay, good. So we're going to put Roddy in there. And let's keep rotating. Bakey. So Colorado Rapids, huh? Some MLS shit here. Former MLS. Yeah. Zeed is a American citizen. That's awesome. I mean, he's not going to play for the USA because he's got 7 caps for South Africa now. But makes our roster building a lot easier. Okay. I forgot this thing's going to autosave. I'll be back in just a moment. Hope everybody's having a good Friday night. I am, as we began this stream, I began my ingestion of the various chemicals which make an evening interesting, and yeah, I'm having a lovely time so far. I like to see that. Detroit City first. It's an odd year, right? We're having, I mean, just look at this, okay? Just take a moment and look at the ridiculous number of, okay, so the 5-star, the potential here is in stars. 5-star potential is as high as it goes, and the little gray stars mean that like this is a maybe. You don't know how because they're young. But let's say if they look at all of this. There's 5. Now we're down to 4.5. Now we're finally down to 4. But I mean, the amount of talent, of really high quality talent that is here in our nets is really pretty great. And Judah Byrne, huh? The striker who has everything but finishing. know how he's putting up those numbers, but he is. This is a keeper that came in on the youth intake. He's only he just turned 17, I think. Yeah, where's his birthday? Usually says right up there, right? But yeah, he's pretty promising. Okay. Okay. I'm going to try to give attacking midfielder some run. I mean, Lejop has played lights out, but I really feel like we're going to start thumping people here. If Poznan doesn't start like producing fairly quickly, then we're just going to move on from him. I really feel like, I probably should have Jop in there. He should be an everyday starter right now, but I do need to keep rotating guys and keep everybody kind of hungry. Start 3 out of 4. That's good. I am kind of worried they've got 3 pure strikers here. But my hope is that we're going to be on top of them sufficiently to keep that from being an issue. What do you say, Ramon? Really don't know about this one. I am starting Alejandro Gomez again. As fun as it is to have a back line that's 6'4" and 6'6", his ability to read the game and his quickness and covering for the times when Sam, does something heroically stupid. I think he's a better partner for Sam Hughes. Colorado coming right at us, which is to be expected. For Fowler. Oh. Man, we look wide open for the counter here. Who's that? Whoever that was really just worked really hard to cut that off. There's Bakey. Sprays it out to Versace. Keeps it simple by just running past the dude. Then rolls it back to Poznan, who it's a wicked shot on goal. It's the first shot of the match, I think. Tipped over. Here's a city corner. Colorado repeatedly breaking off of city free kicks or set pieces. Sorry, not free kicks. Tendai runs onto the goal kick and tries to break back the other way. It's blocked out for a corner. This isn't Cam Lindley. It'll be Will Perkins this time. It's a pretty evenly played match so far. I'd say maybe we've kind of edged it, but only just. Cyrus to Versace, kind of tucking inside just a little bit. That makes a lot of room for Will. Will tries to go inside out that. Wow. Perkins pulled that back on his left foot, gave it to Matthews. It looked like it was a lost cause, and he just kind of kept at it and put a wicked shot on goal from a really tough angle, which was saved and cleared. And now Furthaler on the break. Finally gets tackled, but Tendai picks up the scraps. Crosses it to Versace in the back post. He tries to go back across the goal and just misses. Will Perkins. I guess he liked that pullback cross so much he tried it again, and that was much more poorly aimed. Sam and Alejandro combining to Posdan. Just gave that up. You better pick it up, son. You're coming off at a half right now. Daweed. Seriously. There's Posdan, Goodman, Versace, Posdan, Furthaler. Cross is blocked back, and Badaloni's offside. I was really afraid Tendai was about to get sent there. There's Furthaler. Cutting inside. It was a nice, silky little dribbling run, just kind of inside out of the guy, and smashed a shot that was easily blocked. Perkins' cross, or corner. Back post and cleared. Torregosa just runs it out of bounds. I appreciate it, dude. Oh, that looked like Sam Hughes right there. I really couldn't see who headed it, but it looked like it. I like our positioning. Like, I feel like now that we're in this match, I'm feeling like, you know, okay, this is going to be, this might be one of the teams that we have a talent disadvantage against. You know, they're doing some impressive things, but that doesn't always mean you win the football match. And you know, I'm glad that we are cohesive and not just kind of, you know, running around with our hair on fire like terrified. Wow, that was really good. That's Kellen Acosta on the end of that free kick, but Owen was there to tip it over, keep it scoreless. They're first to everything right now. I asked the boys to show some passion. What are we doing here? These guys are roasting us, and we're just watching it happen. Oh, Versace, what you doing? That's a nice ball. Yeah. Sebastian Cosimano from Badaloni. And it's 1-0 Colorado. That was coming. Shouldn't have started Posdan. It's a road match against a team with good talent. I should have started Lay. So we're going to correct that at halftime. Bakey trying to find Dennis on that post, but look at it. Immediately, they just turn in transition, and they've got 3 guys back. I've got to make tactical changes right now. So I got to put Bakey back here. It's like an anchor man. That's just for now. Gotta stop the bleeding here. Really go through a patch of play here where we're needing to suffer a little better than we're suffering right now. I mean, we're suffering all right. We're suffering fine. We're not playing well, but we're suffering fine. Austin Trusty. Yeah, that's beautiful. A lot of one-touch passing. Oh, Torregosa. Dude. We're going to see if attacking these guys is going to make any difference. Hughes on the end of that corner kick. So still 1-0 Colorado. 36th minute. Yeah, we're having to respond to their tactical shape, which I do not like to do. I feel like that's some loser shit right there. But it's what we got to do right now because they are all over us with that three-man front line. And I mean, all they're doing is just kind of, they got 7 guys playing defense who are ready to turn and like crank it upfield as soon as they win the ball. And it's not complicated, but it works. Oh, Perkins, beats a couple guys and just decides he needs to beat, I guess, everybody in order for it to feel satisfying. So he doesn't actually try to cross the ball or do anything interesting that might result in us scoring a goal to tie the match. Pazdan to Versace. Oh, Matthews. That was a beautiful little slipped through ball from Versace. The kind of thing I was hoping we could get out of Pazdan, but he just hasn't given us. Oof. Flicked header to the back post, just wide. We are holding on for dear life here, just trying to get to the locker room down only a goal. And that's halftime. Okay. So, obviously it wasn't a disaster. We had stretches where we were ascendant, but the last, I mean, there were 2 10-minute stretches during that 45-minute half where they were all over us in a way that we're really not used to. So, okay, we got to change some things. Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of... Yeah, I don't know what to do here. I think our very high line is part of the problem. So I'm going to pull it back a little bit. God damn it. How did that get... Okay, we're gonna narrow back down. Yeah, I'm not going to get into this like, wow, that was really too sad, boys. Like there's still 11 of us and 11 of them. Why are we losing? So here we go against Aston Villa, Colorado, or Burnley, or one of the million other claret and cobalt teams in the UK. Perkins will throw to Yazid. Yazid, who also has not done a whole lot this match. Trusty is a really good center back, and his ability to turn and get rid of the ball without dropping a load in his pants has been a problem for us, because they've been able to circulate it until they get to Trusty, and then Trusty plays a pass that breaks the lines and gets them out of trouble. So, yeah, it's frustrating. Oh, that's a nice through ball. That's a nice Tendai having none of it. This is a full-blooded game. Like I feel like we're really in this, and they are too. Lays up. Another Colorado throw. 51st minute. Versace. They win the ball, but then Versace wins it off of them. Tries to go long to Yazid. It's a little short. Arriaga heads it clear. And Colorado races down the left side. There's Reka. Blocked. Versace cleans up the trash. Gives up a lot of ground and tries to switch to Furthaler successfully eventually. Furthaler with a little back heel to Tendai Jarira. Lejop, Cyrus, Versace, Will Perkins. Perkins and Versace. Cutting infield. Oh, putting it on his left foot and unleashing a cannon shot. 52nd minute. Furthaler on the steaming down the left, beats a guy. Gets kind of half tackled from behind. They try to clear, but it comes right back in. Jop, Versace, Cyrus all sharing the ball here. Eventually find Will on the right side. This cross is good to the far post. The Furthaler's header back across goal is way wide at the far post. Bakey, nice tackle to break the other way. Tries to through ball to Zede. Zede's not a burner. Okay, he's not going to, Versace, he's not going to beat you behind, but he held the ball up and found Versace, and Versace had to kind of, like, it was a little in front of him. He had to kind of toe poke it on goal. Didn't have a lot of steam when it got there. Owen sprays it out to Will Perkins on the right wing. Will stops and turns infield, finds Cyrus, who a little hesitation move, gets him some space. He sprays it out to Furthaler on the left wing. Dennis back to Lejop. Now Cyrus. Now Will on the right. City just holding the ball, kind of probing back and forth. Oh, that's beautiful, Will Perkins. With a cross right along the end line. I thought maybe it was going out of bounds, but Furthaler didn't give up on it, and he headed it back into goal. It's 1-1 in the 56th minute. City ties it up. It's like, yeah, okay. when my assistant says, hey, we might want to tell Sam to ease off the tackles, I'm like, well, go ahead, dude. You can talk. City now kind of trying to counter. Colorado's shape is kind of broken for a moment, but now they've kind of gotten themselves reorganized. City was really one sharp pass away from having a very good chance, but they couldn't find the pass. Now they're hoping to find the little tiki-taka there, so picking their way through the middle, eventually find Will on the right. Furthaler with a free kick from the deep in the left. Matthews' header is a good one, but right in the keeper's paws. Oh, shit. Colorado had a free kick from the right side. Looked like Finnerty kind of saved it onto the goal line, and Hughes hacked it clear. So nearly 2-1 to either side there over the course of about 45 seconds. Not sure who Will thought was going to be there, since Versace had passed him the ball from deep infield. And here is Hughes looking for Versace on the header, but Federico kind of waited for the ball in a way that he couldn't afford to. Really great save from Owen Finnerty there. Sam Hughes gambled on the tackle, didn't win it. And Torregosa knew that Gomez was going to close him down, so he shot from deep. Finnerty was able to lay out and tip it around the post. And their attack comes to nothing. Okay, I want to pause the game briefly while I figure out how I want to do this. We are going to definitely, I think... Oh, we don't need to counter. Well, if we invite them on, we're going to have trouble. Gonna give Oviedo some more minutes. His sad ass. He's so sad. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Yeah, they've got some compelling attacking players, and they've caused us trouble throughout the match. But I mean, this is like, if you think about the championship in England, this is very similar. Alejandro wants to come off. Hold up. Alejandro hurt his thigh. Ah, shit. No. Okay. Yikes. That's not great. And more than not being great, like for this, this is the second injury Alejandro's had this early in the season. Oh, off the crossbar and cleared. Yikes. So, you know, it's a worry long term that maybe he's a guy who's going to be injured a lot and that you're going to have to. This is where we miss him because. Oh, wow. That should be. So, I mean, Colorado should be winning this match. I'm going to ask us to just be smart here. Oviedo does look pretty clean with the ball. Versace, Oviedo, Jop, Furthaler. Oh. Okay. Sorry, just constantly fiddling here, trying to squeeze at least a point out of this match. If we could somehow get 3. Oh, Dennis. Oh. But, I mean, we really need to make sure we're not. If you tell them to concentrate, they all hate it every time. Nice. Come on, Lay. Lay to Zed. Zed, nice. Oh, that's beautiful. Yazid Matthews. 2-1 Detroit City in Colorado. Rocky Mountain High, everybody. Shit. We're not playing out of defense. We're wasting time. Holding this back. Okay, can we hold on? 81st minute, up 2-1. Really on the verge of getting dragged for a lot of the second half by Colorado. But we got a goal a little bit against the run and play, and we're going to try to ride it home. Just the number of odd man breaks they've had on us and like the way they've been able to consistently catch us out at the back. I as much as I hate inviting pressure, I feel like if I do anything else, they're gonna wind up with like a 4-on-2 to tie the game. As they get a 4-on-2 to tie the game. Ah, you're kidding me. But I mean, part of that is them being, I mean, pretty good, right? I mean, this is a crowd of over 15,000 watching this match, and you know they just created that chance by moving the ball quicker than we could react. Like that's not us being terrible. That's them being pretty good, and us being not at a level where we've ever had to really consistently deal with that. We usually play faster than our opponents. So anytime a team can turn the tempo up on us and make it hard for us to keep up, that's a shock for us because we usually dog walk these teams, man. I mean, really, we've lost what, 5 league matches in 2 years, something like that. So, it's not a familiar experience for us. 89th minute. Okay, about 4 minutes left. We have the ball. There's Perkins, Oviedo, Versace. Job. Yazid Matthews back to Versace. Beautiful target play from Yazid there. Just playing it back on his head first time. Perkins has his cross block, but Oviedo runs it down, gives it to Job, who tries to find Perkins on the wing, unsuccessfully. Here's a free kick from very deep for Colorado. It's half cleared to the edge of the box where Trusty brings it down. Now Salas on the right wing. Oh, nice. It's blocked. Furthaler takes it down. Oh, Stephen Carroll. Oh, my God. Yeah, this is why Stephen is not really in the rotation to start. Because he is not at this level, and I didn't want to play him. But, we're going to try to just snatch a win here and see what happens. I don't think it's even like I don't think the tactical change is even going to take effect before we get the ball back. I mean, draw on the road, right? This is the classic formula. And frankly, we're a team that we're not trying to win promotion to the Premiership. I mean, if we do, we do. But that's not the be-all and end-all for us this year. We're trying to, maybe stay in this league for a year and, make sure our money's right. I think if they praise this too much, they'll get upset. So I'm just going to say, yeah, that was tough. Looks like maybe Gomez isn't hurt. That's good news. All right, well, still in first place. Huzzah. Okay, he's out for 6 to 8 days. There we go. Cool. But, I mean, look at, he's not been around that long, man. And it's a lot of injuries. A whole lot of injuries. So, 3 days for bruised ankle, 2 days for tight groin, 6 to 8 days for a thigh. I mean, maybe it's, he is still kind of a slight kid. Maybe it's the kind of thing that as he physically matures, it'll get better. But hey, we're still in first place. Cool. I don't think, is there not prize money? Yeah, the lower leagues, for some reason this league doesn't seem to have prize money for the terracing is permitted. Okay. So yeah, there's no prize money for winning the individual matches. In the lower leagues there is. And that becomes problematic for us just because that little trickle of money was important to us. We're losing money here. I mean, we've got a bunch of expensive players, and this is what happens. So, you get at a certain point, you kind of decide whether you're gonna make money, or you're gonna be a competitive football team, and we've managed to do both sometimes, but not always. Sergio Martinez, they're starting that guy in front of Navarro. Can we please put Navarro in? Yeah, let's Nicholas Slonina. We need you to get match fit, because I don't think we're going to be able to play Steven much anymore. As part of a 3-man back line, maybe, but that was just bad. Yeah, lay job. All right, all our guys are getting their citizenship. That's cool. Congratulations. He doesn't have any caps, does he? Capped at the under 23 level. I mean, he's a beast physically and getting better technically. Nobody likes training. Okay, so we're going to go with the two towers again. I'm going to put Slonina on the bench as the center back, and Lejop is starting the way he should have been starting all along, or something. Well, he's it's fine, dude. Just play, okay? I don't need any hugs from you. I just need you to play some football. Thanks. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. I hope I kind of tried to move the mic away from my face very quickly right there at the end. I hope that I had some success there, because that was rough. Just a moment, folks. Sorry, my my daughter was asking me a question. Thank you, Michael, for the bless you. And Firthall is tired. I think we're gonna have to go back to the diamond. Can do this, but okay. Just tomorrow. All right. Okay, I changed my mind. We're gonna go to the 3. don't know if y'all can hear this, but my daughters are arguing about someone stealing some lotion. So I got that going for me, which is nice. We're going to do this craziness right here. I've actually done this before. That works pretty well. Yeah. This is where I do have to bring Will Perkins on for this, though, because this is his shit. Like, he loves this so much that he wants to take it out behind the middle school and get it pregnant. Yeah, we're going to give Max Todd a little run. Like, mostly because he, Oliveira, and Nizid all have priors. So, custom vertical tiki-taka. Going to be expressive. Or, I mean, a lot of these things are the same, right? We don't really change. We're always countering and counter-pressing. We're always playing a higher line and trying to prevent you from playing out the back. It's just some of the details that change. I don't find that having radically different sort of tactical plans, it's tough to get them working. So what I tend to do is sort of slight variations on a theme, like, okay, here's one that's slightly more defensive, and maybe in both like the positioning of the players and the instructions that they're given. Alexis Oviedo. Yeah. Okay, so he really just doesn't care. He's lost faith in his coach. Why? Because I couldn't bring in his buddy. I've really, it's been a minute since I had a player who threw this big a tantrum. Like, wow. I kind of thought that over the course of like getting him some time and winning some matches and having, two other teenagers. There's two guys his age from the same club on this team that he plays with right now. Oviedo, Franco, and Versace were all in the same academy. And this guy is such a bitch that he just can't handle it. He can't handle how mean the world is, and the fact that I didn't bring another friend in. Like, man. Like, look, if it's your boyfriend, just tell us. Like, we're all like, we would love you. Like, just stop with this stuff. Anyway, so Max Todd is going to take the captain's armband. Now, here's the thing I'm going to look at right away. If they're playing, if we're facing another one of those densely packed frontline tactics like that kind of cheaty 4-3-3 they were playing. Okay, this is perfect. This tactic is made to beat this tactic. So, perfect. Okay, your starters for this evening. N'Golo Infinity along the back line. Will Perkins, Sam Hughes, Borja Francisco, and Tendai Jarira. A diamond midfield with Lei Jop at the back. I can't remember what Oviedo's first name is. Alexis Oviedo and Bakey Goodman in center midfield, and Kevin Oliveira with his first start of the year in the attacking midfield spot, and he's playing behind Yazid Matthews and Max Todd, who are resuming their partnership for the first time in several months up top. I don't understand the let's give the fans something to cheer today. Like, I guess maybe you're meeting traveling fans, but like when we're on the road, it's like, man, none of these speeches are any good, right? Enjoy the match. Let's give the fans something. I'm expecting you to win today. Like, oh, it's so much pressure. Like, there you go. Show me what you can do, he said passionately. Whatever. Okay, that's what I was curious about. I gave the midfield the Jesus juice just to see if Oviedo would respond to it. And he did. So, hooray. Playing the Charleston Battery in historic Charleston, South Carolina. Have to go check out the Cannon, and they have a really good brew pub there. So we'll go check that out afterwards. But for right now, our task is stomping on faces. Inconclusive first 5 minutes here. Long throw into the right wing for Charleston. Oviedo blocks the attempted cross out for a corner. Here's the first corner of the match. Headed clear by Borja Francisco. I just realized I wanted to make sure. Now I'm curious. Did we? Oh no. Oh crap. Oh man. No. This should be. Borja Francisco is going to. Mark the keeper. Sorry, guys. Watch the really fun stuff of me like dicking around with this. Okay, Sam Hughes is going to the far post. Will Perkins is going to stay back. You stay back. Bakey, Caven, Zed, here we go. You're going near post, Zed. No, not lurking. You're attacking the near post. Did I stay back? Will stay back. Alexis, you work outside the area. Along with Bakey. We're going to call this mid-game. Okay. Was that fun? No? That was really horrible? Okay. Sorry about that. So yeah, you're seeing what I'm seeing. I mean, this is the second road match in a row where we are in a fight here. We're not going to. We're not going to just run over these teams the way we have most of the sides we faced in the previous 2 years. So, which is good news. You know, we're finally kind of reaching our level. Like, okay, so we still haven't lost a match, but we sure can. It's been demonstrated. I think to the sufficiently, for my satisfaction anyway, that losing matches is something we're going to have a chance to experience quite a bit this year. Oh, wow. Play job. That's nice. Sprays it out to Will. He's got acres of room on the right. Decides he's going to try to beat a dude instead of just crossing. But he does finally win the corner. Sam Hughes. I mean, he's just a load there with that back post. And then we got Yazid at the near post. There's Yazid. And like I said, I just sent Borja Francisco. I just sent, he's our 6'6" Spanish, 20-year-old center back, and he really is not great. He can reach a lot of balls with his head, but he can't head them in any particular direction very well. So we just have him marking the keeper. He's just getting in the way. Oh, Infinity looking lively. I have to admit that I kind of low-key looked for a replacement for Owen, or at least somebody to come in and start over the top of him, And, we had a few options there, but anybody that's legitimately, clearly better than Owen wants a whole lot of money. And we don't want to let our payroll get out of hand, or any more out of hand, I should say. Sometimes it feels like it is pretty out of hand. I think for the record, our payroll right now is about $4 million a year. That's for everybody. That's for, like a coaching staff of 8 guys. Nice, Tendai. You can see that guy was going to kind of dither on the ball there. Ran it down. Oviedo, Jop, Oviedo, Oliveira, Oviedo, Francisco sprays it out to Tendai. Lots of space. I wish we had slightly better crossers of the ball on the flanks, but if wishes were horses, we just. Yellow for Will, okay. Max Todd. Max and Yazid really play well together. They understand each other's runs really well. Unfortunately, Max really went off the boil at the end of last year. And as a guy who's already, not physically really at the level of the that we're playing at, when his form dips, it's like, oof. Lejop did a nice job keeping the ball on the sideline there. Gives it back to Borja. This to Sam, to Will on this side. Bakey, there's Kevin Oliveira can't put it home. Giving us a lot of room on this right side. Back heel from Will to find Bakey. Bakey's pass is errant. There's a good example of how Borja Francisco does not know where the ball is going when he heads it. He's just kind of like a nice little through ball for the for their winger off his head. Like, oh dear. We get to halftime, still scoreless. Whew. Okay. The heat map. So we're not really keeping the ball very well, which is weird. They're just pressing it off of us, maybe. Yeah. I'm just getting nothing out of this number 10 role right now. It's really frustrating to me. Like, why is it so hard to get a performance out of you? Here's the change I'm going to make. You know what? There we go. Okay, so Nicholas Slonina is a 6'3", 19-year-old defender from Chicago. And we are going to back that off just a smidgen. Kind of center everything up here. Yeah, let's stay expressive. Okay, now I want to say I want to see more from you. All right, let's see if we can. If my changes will. Okay, whoops, I meant to move us to attacking as well. That's the point of going. I'm kind of doing, I tend to do, like, when a game is balanced like this, I tend to do changes in sort of contrary motion. So, like, if I add a defender and take off an attacker, then I'll change our overall posture to more attacking. Sometimes I'll do the opposite. I'll change the formation to put more, attackers in the attacking spaces, but then change the overall play to be slightly more defensive. Was that even meant? Wow, that's rough. Didn't look like he even meant that. Like, it kind of just hit him in the face and glanced into the goal, but I guess he probably did mean it. All right, down 1-0. Do the other teams get cards? I feel like I haven't really seen a whole lot of cards on the other side. Perkins, there's Bakey, switching it way out to Tendai. Oh, Tendai steps inside, forces a save. That was exciting. Lejop with a corner. It's all right, but half cleared. And the Charleston midfielder shits himself and dumps it out of bounds. Tendai's off. Yep. I think this will be the last game this evening. we'll see how I feel right afterwards. But okay, we're going to encourage everybody here. We're about to make some subs. Oh. I mean, I think there was a chance there that our strikers, like Yazid or Max, I'm not sure which one it was, but they just weren't alive to it. You know, kind of started running at the keeper late when it was there for the taking. Frustrating. Man, let's see. Down 1-0. You know what I'm going to do? I've changed my mind. We're going to leave Max in. We're going to do a double change. That's just absolutely banana. Roddy Green, everybody. And Dennis Firthaler. Okay. 30 minutes left. Ooh boy, that's trouble. Jerome Quaiswetter. Owen's been really good all match. Charleston corner. Bora Francisco continues to be a large man. He is large. Come on, lads. We really just, you know, at this point. Oh, no. Daly's in behind. Finnerty with another lovely save. The ratings for goalkeepers in Football Manager 2020 just are just fucked up, because I'm sure, like, we'll get to the end of this match and Owen, who's been, like, incredible, will get like a 6 point. Yeah, look, 6.9. Look, he's been great. He should have like an 8 right now. Ugh. Nicholas Slonina trying a long one out to Roddy. Heads it down to Bakey, back to Roddy. Kind of waits on the ball. Guy tries to dive in, runs into the space. Now crossing. Drops it for Yazid. Oh, to Oviedo. And his shot on goal needs a full layout from the Charleston keeper to keep it out of the net. So close for City right there. 73rd minute, City ball. Oviedo to Bakey. We're working the ball in the middle. Bakey and Max 1-2. Oh. You know, that's one where Max hasn't played much football this year. Oh. And you really like to feel like he would score that. Somewhere in there, Sam Hughes had a really great look at goal off a corner, but skied it. Nicholas Slonina to Zizi's flick header finds Max. Oh. Roddy picks up the rebound, gives it to Bakey. Bakey takes a shot on Shambit that kind of sails wide of the far post. There's Oviedo. spoons a nice little ball with the outside of his right foot for Matthews to run down. Oh, nice. Oh. Will Perkins with a nice corner to the near post that Yazid hammered on goal with a header, but to no avail. A little bit of patient possession here from City. There's Sam Hughes. Out to Roddy. Sorry, that was Lejop, not Will Perkins on the last corner. Oviedo sprays a lovely ball out to Furthaler in the channel. Furthaler storms in and puts a shot on goal. It's saved. Hughes, goal-bound header is saved off the line. I mean, we've certainly not just capitulated here, but it's beginning to look like we're going to run out of time. But don't give up. Really? It took you 4 touches to tell us that Zede was offside? That's good work, dude. Jop with a long throw to Furthaler. Kind of mazy run infield. Oviedo picks up the trash. Looks for the pass. Roddy Green, his tail up, running at goal. Oh, makes a really could have been a penalty. Looks like he was fouled at the edge of the box, but he rode it instead of going down. Ugh. And that's going to be it. We're going to lose our first match of this season. Okay, well, this was not a season that we thought we would go. I do not upload these to YouTube, although I probably should. I got to figure out how to do that. So yeah, I'll let you know. This is there's no shame here. You know, we're not going to walk this league the way we're used to. We've been promoted twice in 2 years. That is traditionally a recipe for a very difficult season. Yeah, telling them like, hey, don't freak out, man. Oviedo, back to 4. Okay. All right, so as we end this first session of 2021, Detroit City is in 3rd place in the Coca-Cola Championship, which is in the playoff spots. They're 3 points back of Charlotte, the team that was that the team that? Yeah, no. The team that beat us last year? No. But a team that we've faced a lot. Orlando City in 2nd, Detroit City in 3rd with 3 wins, a draw, and a loss. 10 points. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we rue them. So much rueing happening right now. Inter Miami wants to buy Will Perkins. Man, you could have bought Will Perkins. You just wanted to do it cheap. Like they tried to do the unsettle thing where they bid, we'll give you $2 million for him and go public. Like, man, fuck off. $2 million is not close to what he's worth. These guys. Kurt Navarro. This is a kid that we need to get him. I need to get him into a mentoring group in the first team, but at this point, I'm just trying to get him some starts at the under 23 level. He's 16, but I mean, 15 pace, acceleration, and agility, 15 finishing. So he's quick. And like quick finishers are a very good thing indeed. Ungers, yeah, he's doing poorly because he's not good. Oh, Scott Denton. Yikes. What do you think about the new skin, huh? A lot of info. All right, so this will do it for us here tonight in Alt City. When I come back, ooh, what the heck? Oh, it's still running. So I'm probably going to come back. I don't know. I'll play through a bit of this. Cincinnati, I believe, is in the Premiership. Yeah, they're a well-funded team. So yeah, very well-funded. So we'll come back for the Open Cup second round match, which sucks that we drew Cincinnati right away. Like, and maybe Austin, and these guys in here. Unless I get like a wild hair and like play through to like April or something crazy like that. But either way, I'll catch you up before we get underway truly next time. Until then, I hope everybody stays safe, stays happy, be good to each other. This is Sean Spence, Ion Provisioner, signing out.